really get some professionals around you that can help you make determinations on the best possible outcome for you. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do. I mean, there's people that that buy to flip. I think that's very problematic. I mean, if you buy it to hold and then you get a chance to flip, that's one thing.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kessel, and today I'm joined by someone I'm looking forward to chatting with, Charlie Glover, who runs multifamily and commercial office buildings out of Huntsville, Alabama. So excited to have you here today, Charlie.
Looking forward to being here.
Perfect. So let's dive in. First off, for those not familiar with you and your work yet, can you share what your main focus is?
We do multifamily real estate. We've been doing multifamily real estate for about 40 years, and that's our core business. Recently, we've picked up a commercial property as well.
Awesome. And are you only operating in the Huntsville, Alabama market?
Right now we are. In the past, we've been in other markets. We've been in Florida, we've been in Indiana, we've been in Illinois as well. But right now we're only in the Huntsville market.
Is there a particular reason why you're in that market as opposed to the others?
When we went to the Huntsville market, we received some market demographic information for three different areas. When we left Florida in 2005, 1031 exchanged into Indianapolis and Huntsville, expecting a 4 to 5 year hold time. The 4 to 5 year hold time ended up being 2010, and that was no time for anybody to sell anything. So we kicked it around again. We came out of Indiana in 2016. We looked around the country and we couldn't find anything better than we found in Huntsville, Alabama. So we doubled down on Huntsville, Alabama at that time. It's not that we're stuck with Huntsville. We love Huntsville. We've been there for over 20 years, but we just couldn't find anything better than we had in our own backyard.
Yeah, absolutely. And how long have you been in real estate investing?
Since 1987. We bought our first duplex with my brother-in-law in 1987.
How did you get started? Was it just something that you wanted to get into?
We always wanted to be in real estate. I was working IT at the time. My brother-in-law was actually a real estate appraiser, and he found somebody that wanted to sell a duplex. They owner financed it for us. The finance market was a lot different back in 1987. We started buying small little condos and townhouses and et cetera in Fort Lauderdale, and as much cash as we could scrape up, we went and bought some properties.
Awesome. What would you say are some of the main keys that have allowed your business to grow and run successfully?
Well, we're stingy, tight, as far as money is concerned. We invest for cash flow. Appreciation is also a byproduct of that. But when you invest in cash flow, everything else works its way out.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Yeah. And so can you expand more on what that means?
Well, we started buying $6,000 to $10,000 condos in Fort Lauderdale, but there was no financing at the time for them, so we had to scrape up $6,000 to $10,000, and it's the first $6,000 to $10,000 is probably not a huge problem, but the 14th $6,000 to $10,000 started to be more problematic. So we just really had to work on creative financing at the time, but we were buying very inexpensive properties. We were financing over a very short period of time. We had almost no cash flow for the first 5 or 6 years of our business. But we rolled all of our money right back into the business that allowed for our growth. Certainly deferred gratification was a huge thing for us back then. And we kept rolling all of our profits back into new properties.
Awesome. And what have been some of the biggest obstacles and hurdles that you've overcome in your investing journey?
I mean, the biggest stuff was finding capital. I mean, and once we found capital, it was, I mean, you don't have to be a genius to buy real estate with money. You have to buy it takes a little bit more creativity to buy real estate when you don't have a lot of cash. We've never syndicated. We've never been part of anybody else's syndication. We've organically grown our business from one duplex, through where we are now.
Awesome. And so what have been some of the biggest lessons that you've learned on your journey?
You really need to have a good team around you. We've got some great mentors. We've got some great professionals that help us really organize our business and manage our business better. Having the right professionals to help you make those decisions, lawyers, accountants, financial planners, those guys are really key to having a good team around you. Really makes a big difference as far as the outcomes are concerned.
Yeah. And who are some of the main players on your team now?
We've got great attorneys. I mean, we've got a great estate and asset protection attorney in Tampa. His name is Alan Gassman. We've got I've got a financial planner out of North Carolina. It's Blue Sky Wealth Advisors. Their fee, basically fixed price asset managers. Accounting firms. We're using regional, national player, and great real estate brokers around the country.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Awesome. And so are your investments more of long-term holds, or what type of strategies do you use?
Yeah, we never invested we typically never invested for quick sale. There's certainly an asset cycle, but we're long-term hold guys. Um, we we plan on until we sell, we're managing the properties as if we're going to own them forever. Um, and one of the things I see is even when you sell, you got to run through the tape. You don't let your foot off the gas when you get something under contract. We run the property as if we're going to hold it forever right up to the day of closing. So, and we have sold them, and we've done a lot of 1031 exchanges and things like that. But we always, when we're in the disposition mode, we always run the properties as if we're going to hold them forever right up to the day we sell.
Is that the only strategy that you've been using?
Well, there's certainly a multifamily market cycle, and we try to buy um, when the market is absorbing. And we buy low and sell high. In fact, in Huntsville, we've had a couple times where we've bought properties, sold it, bought them back again, and resold them. So, and made money on every step of the way. So that was an interest. We literally bought the same properties, bought and sold the same properties twice. So you can't sell high, or you can, but buy low and sell high, and then buy higher and then sell even higher. So it's you got to be in the mood to get in there and get it done.
Yeah, absolutely. And what are you most focused on solving or scaling to next?
Right now we're solving we have a little bit of a vacancy problem. Huntsville overbuilt dramatically over the last 5 years, so we're in a trough um, portion of the real estate multifamily market right now. Vacancies 6 years ago were in 2 to 3%. Now they're 15% because of pretty much because of oversupply, and the new supply hasn't been absorbed yet. The good news is the new supply is all Class A properties at very high prices. The stuff we're renting is lower priced workforce housing for the most part, and we are very competitive cost wise, so we'll get it done. But it's just because of the huge amount of oversupply, the prices have come down and the vacancies have crept up.
Yeah. And do you think that it's going to recalibrate or it's going to be like a long-term issue?
Yeah, I think the absorption will. There's not much new supply coming on in Huntsville right now. There is some new supply coming on. There's not much new supply coming on, and the absorption is faster than people expect with the new jobs coming into Huntsville and the new industries coming into Huntsville. We'll absorb the rental market will absorb this excess capacity. Hopefully by the end of 27, I think we'll be fine.
And are you looking to continue scaling your portfolio?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
We're not really looking at it. We always keep an eye on the door, and we always keep an eye open for new opportunities. We're not really either in acquisition or disposition mode right now. We're mostly in focusing on getting our operational efficiencies, um, getting things done better operationally, holding expenses, increasing our revenues that way. So
Yeah.
just really starting to perform more from an operational standpoint.
And what does that look like?
Just getting our vacancies knocked out. If we get into the mid 90s, we'll be happy and we'll be very profitable. So
Awesome. So, what advice would you give to someone that's a newer investor?
really get some professionals around you that can help you make determinations on the best possible outcome for you. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do. I mean, there's people that that buy to flip. I think that's very problematic. I mean, if you buy it to hold and then you get a chance to flip, that's one thing. But the people that just buy to flip immediately, a lot of times I see those guys get caught, and just something out of their control happens, and they're not prepared to hold the property for a 5 to 7 year hold cycle. Those are the guys that get hurt a lot. If you buy it, it's a good asset. You can hold it long term. And then you have an opportunity to sell between now and then you can make your decision on whether or not you want to hold this thing for longer for cash flow, or pop it right now for a quick hit. We saw a lot of that back in the mid 2000s, with people buying pre-construction with the expectation that they're going to make a profit before they even buy the property. Well, that's great, but it's like playing musical chairs. And if you get caught without a seat when the music stops, that's when you get financially hurt. Seen a lot of guys get financially hurt, expecting that, 20% returns will happen every year for the next forever. And the reality is it doesn't happen that often. And it's certainly a short-term gamble. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Are there any opportunities that you're seeing for yourself in the market?
I think that there might be a over this next little bit, because of the in the early 20s, with the very low interest rate environment that we had, a lot of people got in with very low cap rate multifamily, and the hedge funds boys will probably be all right, but there's a lot of guys that got in with commercial debt that was 3, 5, 7, 10 years at really low interest rates. And so they bought really low cap rate properties. And the reality is, if their money runs out, or if they have to refinance before the interest rate environment either comes down, which I don't think it will, or the cap rate of the properties goes up, they're going to have a problem with their debt service coverage ratio. And I can see a lot of people losing properties. I mean, we've seen this. I mean, we've been in business for 40 years. So we've seen this cycle a couple, 3 times. We saw it in 2010. We saw it in 2000. I'm afraid we're going to see it here in the next year or two. Some of the smaller guys are going to end up not being able to refinance their properties, and they may lose their properties. So there may be some opportunities there.
Yeah, definitely. And do you see yourself getting back into more acquisitions if the market does start to shift?
If we see an opportunity, we have the capability of going after it and getting it. We're not the best operators in the world, but we're pretty good operators, and we certainly know how to turn around a property. We've done value add, we've done etc. I mean, we've done flips before. We've done, but most of our stuff is buy and hold. And we have, again, great teams. We've got bankers that have been with us for 25, 30 years. We've got brokers that have been with us for 25, 30 years. And those guys bring us deals every once in a while. And yeah, it's those relationships that really make it, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, before we begin to wrap up here, if someone wants to reach out, connect, and learn more about what you're up to, where can people find you and connect with you?
My email is Charlie, CHARLIE, at Circle Rentals, circle like the shape, rentals with an S.com.
Okay, perfect. Well, appreciate your time and your story. Thank you for being here.
No problem. Thank you, Michelle.
Of course. And for the listeners tuning in, if you got value, make sure you have subscribed. We've got more conversations with operators like Charlie who are building real businesses. And we'll see you on our next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.